Most leg workouts after 40 look like a second job. 6 exercises, fancy machines, endless sets, and somehow your knees leave angrier than when they arrived. Today, we do the opposite. Just 3 exercises twice a week, and we train everything from your hips to your calves. More muscle, more strength, better joint protection, and less wasted time. Because let us be honest, you do not need a circus of equipment to build strong legs. You need exercises that actually earn their place. Let us start with the step up, one of the most underrated leg exercises in the gym. It looks almost too simple, which is exactly why many people ignore it. We see people spending 20 minutes adjusting machines that look like they came from a spaceship, then skipping the movement their body actually uses every day. Meanwhile, the step-up quietly builds real-world strength. Think about it. Every time you climb stairs, step onto a curb, walk up a hill, or carry groceries into the house, you are basically performing a version of this exercise. That is why it transfers so well to daily life. After 40, that matters a lot more than impressing strangers with complicated workout setups. The step-up targets your quadriceps, glutes, and calves while training one leg at a time. This is where things get interesting. Many people discover that one leg is secretly doing most of the work. Your stronger side has been stealing reps for years, like a gym bro stealing all the plates from the squat rack. The step-up exposes that imbalance immediately and gives you a chance to fix it. To perform it correctly, place one foot on a stable platform, lean slightly forward, and drive through the heel of the working leg. Focus on lifting yourself with the front leg instead of pushing off the back foot. Then lower yourself slowly and under control. No launching, no bouncing, no audition for an action movie. The most common mistakes are choosing a platform that is too high, letting the knee collapse inward, or using momentum instead of muscle. Remember, the goal is not to see how dramatic the movement looks. The goal is to make every rep earn its paycheck. Start with 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps per leg. Stay controlled, stay balanced, and let your legs do the work they were designed to do consistently weekly. Now let us talk about the single leg RDL, which might be the closest thing the fitness world has to a lie detector. You think your balance is good. You think your hips are stable. You think your posterior chain is strong. Then you try this exercise and suddenly you are wobbling around like a shopping cart with one bad wheel. The single leg RDL is one of the best exercises for building the posterior chain. That includes your hamstrings, glutes, lower back, and core. These are the muscles responsible for keeping you strong, stable, and moving well as the years go by. Unfortunately, they are also the muscles many people neglect while chasing mirror muscles. After 40, balance becomes a serious asset. Nobody brags about balance on social media, but everyone appreciates it when they can walk confidently, recover from a misstep, and avoid an unnecessary fall. This exercise trains exactly that. It forces your body to stabilize from the foot all the way to the core. To perform it, stand on one leg with a slight bend in the knee. Push your hips backward while extending the opposite leg behind you. Keep your spine neutral and your chest proud. As you lower, you should feel a stretch in the hamstrings of the standing leg. Then drive the hips forward and return to the starting position. Sounds simple? It is not. The most common mistakes include rounding the lower back, rotating the hips to one side, rushing through the movement, or forgetting to push the hips back far enough. Remember, this is not a race. Every inch of control matters. One of the biggest benefits is improved coordination. Your muscles learn to communicate better, which carries over into sports, walking, lifting objects, and everyday movement. 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps per leg is all you need. Master this exercise and your body becomes stronger, steadier, and far more resilient for years ahead. Now we arrive at the most underrated exercise in this entire routine, the reverse Nordic curl. If this movement had a marketing department, it would probably be 10 times more popular. Instead, it sits quietly in the corner while people spend endless hours doing random knee extensions and wondering why their knees still complain every time they walk downstairs. The reverse Nordic curl is one of the best bodyweight exercises you can do for the quadriceps. But it is not just about building bigger thighs. It also strengthens the tissues around the knee joint and improves the ability of the knees to tolerate force. That becomes incredibly valuable as we get older. Think about one of the moments when your knees work the hardest. It is not walking upstairs, it is walking down them. Gravity suddenly joins the workout, and your quads have to act like brakes. If those muscles are weak, your knees often pay the price. The reverse Nordic curl directly trains that braking strength. To perform it, kneel on a soft surface and keep your body in a straight line from your shoulders to your knees. Then slowly lean backward while maintaining that straight line. Go only as far as you can control. Once you feel the challenge building in the quadriceps, contract them and return to the starting position. This is where many people get into trouble. They bend at the hips instead of moving as one solid unit. Others arch the lower back, rush through the repetition, or drop too deep before earning the strength to handle it. Your ego may want a deeper rep. Your knees would prefer patience. The beauty of this exercise is that it supports many other movements. Squats feel stronger, lunges become more stable, daily activities become easier. Start with 3 sets of 5 to 10 controlled repetitions. It may not look flashy, but your knees will thank you every single day for many years ahead. Here is the entire routine. Step up, single leg RDL, and reverse Nordic curl. That is it. No machines, no complicated exercise menu, and no 3-hour gym adventure that requires a recovery nap afterward. These 3 movements cover functional strength, posterior chain development, balance, core stability, and knee health. Perform 3 sets of each exercise 2 to 3 times per week. The whole workout takes about 20 minutes, simple enough to stay consistent, powerful enough to deliver real results. After 40, the goal is not surviving brutal workouts just so you can spend 3 days walking like a broken robot. The goal is strength, mobility, balance, and staying independent for years to come. With these 3 exercises, you build stronger quads, hamstrings, glutes, calves, and healthier knees without wasting hours in the gym. Remember, results do not come from doing more exercises. They come from doing the right exercises consistently. Keep it simple, stay consistent, and let the results compound over time.